know.
Yeah.
But
Now,
that's him. But they call Daytona.
tell me who you are again.
Richard Harry Schmittling.
And you were on the, tell me, you were on the production of the Turbo Trans
we did
Am.
all the development work. In fact, the GPA came out, and it was really it was wild. What was that? And Jeff was a good salesman. And we had to run a 40-hour watt test, wide open test, because the manifolds on the Grand Nationals were known to crack. So GPA wanted to see, or EPA, and that they didn't crack. Yeah, I remember we were looking, and I mean they're just glowing red. And who's going to run a motor for 40 hours watt? You know.
Right.
But they wanted that.
They wanted to make sure. Right. Right.
And we're there, and Dino Cell's going, and Chuck Kazawa, I think, was there that night, and we noticed some cracks after so many hours. So Jeff, it was really cool. Jeff says, "Okay, guys, let's go." I think there was a Bennigan's around there or something like that.
Was this over in Farmington Hills?
Hills.
Farmington Hills.
Yeah, right on Grand River, kind of off Halstead. It kind of gets weird there, Industrial Drive. But anyhow, Jeff, you know, he looks at me, I'm looking at Chuck, and looking, we're having problems. I think it was at 30-something hours, you know, just glowing red. And
So you're saying the manifolds were just
well, who holds their
Nobody.
Their
Nobody.
Nobody. And I mean,
yeah.
And but they want to see that requirement. So Jeff, he's a good salesman. I mean, he's got the people from the EPA there and checking out things, and they're looking. We kind of took a look, and we see a little bit of problem. They break at the fillets right here. Was a big problem. I think
It's kind of dark in there. I can't see that, but that's okay.
But anyhow, where was it? Number one, right here off the first pipe.
That's where they tended to crack.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
Yeah.
And then this goes back a lot.
So tell me this again. You developed the intake.
Intake manifold.
Yep.
And did all cylinder head. It's called a narrow head on this.
Right. Wasn't it from like a 3000
Yeah,
series?
Yep.
But
It's for the packaging purposes.
right,
The
that's
package
right.
looked better.
But you were just telling me that if I take this intake off,
Yeah,
and
should
flip
have
it
my
over,
initials right at the bottom. Cast it in there.
it'll have your
RHS.
RHS. Those are
Yeah,
your initials, and you made sure that those
Yeah.
got put underneath that
Hey,
intake.
someone left them on there when they cast them on, and we were kind of screwing around. Or was it the Cyclone manifold? One of them. It's a Cyclone, or it's got my initials on it. When you pull them off, it's got. I'm positive it's this one here.
It's a Turbo Trans Am
Yeah,
engine.
I'm almost dead positive. If you
Tell
pull
me,
off this-
tell me, Bird. Tell me about again the story about Jeff giving you the red Turbo Trans Am.
Okay,
That was.
you recording this or something?
I am. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Jeff came in, and Billy will know the back of the.
You're talking Billy Briggs.
Yeah, Billy Briggs.
Yep. And you got
I
Billy.
went back by the dynos, and I did all the cylinder head flow bench work.
Right.
Back there. And, fabricators be fab enough. We tried different runner configurations, and packaging was a big issue, more or less,
Right.
It'd be nice if you could do anything you want, but you can't. It's kind of how you package things. And Jeff comes in the back room there. I think everyone was gone. I was working on was definitely a Chevrolet, or Pontiac cylinder head port. And he walks in there, and he asks me, "How much money you got on you?" And I pull out. I forget. I go, "Why is Jeff?" I thought maybe I need gas. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking.
You need some cash. Huh?
Yeah, and I think I got $8. Throws me keys and a title.
Now that was, you guys called that car Flame.
Flame.
And why did you call it Flame?
Because of color. I think they
it was
call
red.
Flame red.
It was
Yeah.
it was red.
Yeah,
But
flame
you
red.
you said that car had a few. It was a pre-production car.
Correct.
And it was what, the press car?
Yep, the press car, we had a bigger intercooler on, we
Yeah.
kind of tweaked up the boost a tad.
Right.
And I think Garrett supplied the turbochargers
Right.
on these. We put a little bit, better one on
Okay.
there, and this and that.
Okay, so
and
yeah.
then transmission, well, it was a 200 in that.
Right,
And
right.
it had a shift kit, so
Yep.
when the people came out, it was a press car.
It was fast.
It was faster than
Right.
the production ones.
But you sold, now that's the car that Jeff gave you.
Yeah.
He gave you that car.
Yes.
And it had a title and everything?
Yeah, it's got a title. It was bought brand new off of what's a Pontiac dealership right next door. Jeff went over there, bought 3 brand new cars because we were doing the development work on this
Right.
in GM. I shouldn't even be putting this on record.
That's all right.
You don't know when they're going to pull the plug.
Oh, right, right.
So he had so much time and money. So Jeff goes out and buys 3 brand new GTAs.
Oh.
Got them. They pull back
So
and they
it was
have
a,
1 mile on
there was a black one, a red one.
and I believe a white one. Jeff used to goof around, but I got flame.
Okay.
Um,
And that was,
Matt Mullen got Blackie. We call it Blackie.
Matt Mullen got
Yeah,
Blackie?
Mullen, yeah.
Okay, okay. And who was Matt? Was Matt another?
He was, you know what? He was like a dyno operator at the time.
Okay, okay.
Well, he kind of managed the dyno part of it. And,
Right.
I don't know.
But you sold Flame.
It's gone. Long gone.
And
years ago.
Right, but you said a guy from where came and bought that car from
I
you?
believe it was West Virginia.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And he was a
had
collector?
collection of Grand Nationals and some other cars and turbocharged cars, and that was through a friend. It might have been through Pondy. And my buddy's got, I had all the documentation, and this guy, I can't think if he flew up. He came in a car, came over
Yeah.
our house.
Yeah,
If he flew up and this rented car or whatever, but he walked up, looked up, and I showed him that, he says, sold.
no
right
kidding.
now.
So it was basically a red GTA.
Yep,
With
flame
the,
red, I
with,
think. We always call
right,
it flame
flame,
because I think
right.
the color was, like that deeper red color.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a beautiful, so there's one of those out there with that drivetrain, the turbo V6 drivetrain in it. And it was really a pre-production car, wasn't
It
it?
was pretty.
Yeah, it wasn't a part of the
No,
1500.
No,
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I got to run next door because I got
Yep.
Danny over there.
Okay.
For sign, he needs a hand sign.
All right, Bird. Hey, well,
Yeah, well, it's kind of, Birdy will kind of know. And I think a couple people might have been sore about it because there was only me, Matt got the 2, I remember when Jeff gave it to me, it was 2 days before the U.S. Nationals. And I always used to go down to U.S. Nationals, loved it. And he gives me, I had this old Suburban, and he says, it was just like cool. And I drove it down there to the U.S. Nationals. And I couldn't believe the gas mileage. Actually, if he kept out of throttle,
it got V6
Yeah.
gas mileage.
yeah, it
Right.
was like 20 miles
Right.
a gallon or
Right.
something,
Right.
I mean, cruising at probably, you had to watch it going down there, but
Now, I heard there was a 6-speed one of these cars as well. Did
that
you?
might have been the white one that Jeff drove.
Oh.
And I'm not for sure.
Okay.
That might have been.
Okay.
But the ones we had were, it had the 200.
Did yours have a cloth or a leather interior? Do you remember? Did Flame have a cloth or interior, or was it leather like this car is? Do you remember if it was a T-top car or not, Bird?
No, it wasn't a T-top car.
It was a hard top
It
car?
was a hard top car.
Yep.
But the interior was in this color. I thought it was black leather.
Was it black? It could have been.
Yeah,
I mean, it
black
didn't
leather.
have to be saddle.
Yeah.
If Jeff just went
Yeah.
and bought a couple of cars right
Yeah.
off the showroom floor,
Yeah, it might have been black and I almost positive. Because it was a GTA, and GTAs were more of the decked out cars, and
Yeah,
I
well,
think it was
like
leather.
this. Yeah.
I think it was black leather. Yeah, that goes back. Well, shit, I was given how many years ago?
That's
I
a-
drove it for 2 years.
Well, the
and-
car, this is an 89, and you
Yeah.
were developing
Yeah.
it probably, what, 87, 88?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So that car was in probably in 88.
We developed it pretty quick, within 2 years. It was done.
Yeah. So
and we
then,
worked with suspensions, and we did some other stuff. And in fact, Jeff gave me a stack of shaved tires. He says, "Oh, because taking out a press car, we were part of a showroom stock. Billy built a lot of those motors. They're, you know, kind of people that want to go out and be a race car driver, but they and Jeff gave me a couple stacks of shaved tires. He grabbed brand new tires, and you shave them.
right,
And
they handle better.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, "Here, you better take some more." And he says, "Here, take those." And, you know, and cool, Jeff. In fact, he gave me spare wheels with them, too. And the guy, Jeff Clymer, I gave him the wheels. I took the tires, I used them up.
Yeah.
Gave him the
Wow.
wheels. But how crazy, yeah.
That's interesting history, bro. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate
I
it.
gotta get over here.
All right, see you, Bird.